Across the UNC system are becoming more proactive in searching for PCBs after the closure of NC State's Poe Hall. Poe closed in November 2023 after the toxic chemicals were detected in the building. Kaylee Arthur shows us what the universities have started doing differently.
PCBs are not a problem that is exclusive to NC State. Caulking that contained PCBs was widely used in the 1960s and 70s, so we spent 4 months requesting and reviewing PCB testing records for every university in the UNC system.
UNC Chapel Hill's Hamilton Hall was built in 1972 when toxic PCBs were commonly used in building materials.
I have suspicions about this older building.
Besides, when it was built, there isn't any evidence to suggest the building is contaminated, but Associate Professor Lauren Jarvis spends so much of her time there, she'd like to know for sure.
PCBs are just so prevalent in so many buildings and so many building materials that I would really like to see UNC take an approach like UNC Charlotte or even, I believe, NC A&T.
Records we obtained showed NC A&T recently did PCB air sampling in 12 buildings. UNC Charlotte did the same thing in all 25 of their campus buildings built before PCBs were banned in 1979. None of that testing detected PCBs.
Definitely feel safer on campus, knowing that it's not around. Definitely more reassuring, just knowing that testing's been done at least.
UNC Asheville and UNC Pembroke also recently did PCB testing and found low levels in air sampling of Lipinski Hall and in caulking in the Business Administration building, respectively. Both buildings are being renovated and the PCBs mitigated.
The common thread between Charlotte, Asheville, A&T, and Pembroke, in a review of 10 years worth of records, none of these schools tested for PCBs until after Poe Hall closed in 2023.
We asked UNC Charlotte why tests now. They said, quote, "The Environmental Health and Safety Office is consistently adjusting its testing protocols based on new and changing information about potential hazards."
I like the fact that they are looking into stuff that could impact our health. I mean, especially at such critical developmental times in our lives.
NC State, ECU, UNC Greensboro, and Chapel Hill all returned records showing they've tested for PCBs ahead of building renovation or demolition projects for years. But most of it is on the outside of buildings, and none of it measured PCB levels in the air.
My own preference would be for testing that, again, lets us know sort of what people are exposed to in the building, not just what you can find on the outside as well.
Jarvis says she is in discussion with the facilities team at UNC about getting her building tested. The only time UNC detected high PCB levels in one building was during its testing of Berry Hill Hall before it was set to be demolished in 2020. Kaylee Arthur, 5 on your side.
Other UNC System schools not mentioned in this story either have no records of PCB testing in the last 10 years or have not responded. For a look at the testing results we did get, go to WRAL.com.